Almost every guitar player wants to play fast at some point, but 90% of them are practicing speed completely wrong. You're sitting there for an hour running the same scalar lick up and down until your hand cramps and wondering why it's taking long to get faster. Well, today I'm giving you the 2026 update on my absolute best speed secrets. We're covering the exact pick angle, the hand mechanics, and 2 code breaker exercises you need. But most importantly, you have to stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to show you the sprint method. It's a 15-minute practice hack that forces your brain to build neural pathways twice as fast and is the single most important secret to actually retaining the speed you build today. Let's get into it. First thing here should be obvious, but I can't tell you how many times I have to remind students, and heck, even myself, to watch out for this. If you want to play fast, you have to realize that tension is your absolute worst enemy. If your shoulders are hiked up and your jaws clenched and your forearms are tight, you're driving a car with a parking brake on. Shake it out, drop your shoulders, stay relaxed. Yeah, something like that. Now, let's talk about the first little physical thing you need to optimize. It's your pick angle. If you hit the string perfectly flat, your pick gets snagged like a shovel in the dirt. I want to give you a quick player's view of how to hold the pick correctly here. You see, if you have it really flat to the string, as you try to pick fast, there's a lot of surface area that's going to get caught up on the string. You want to take it and start to turn it towards 45 degrees. You won't go quite that far, but about halfway there probably. And when you pick then, it's a mixture of scraping it across the string and picking it flat. You want just enough of the point so that it attacks the string but also doesn't get caught up on it. And you'll be able to build speed a lot faster that way.
Look, if you really want to get good, it's going to help a bunch if it's easy putting in the reps. If you're like me, you get obsessed with getting better and you'll be running drills every chance you get. Many of us spend a decent amount of time watching TV, and you could be using this time to get awesome. This is actually why I'm using my Enya Inspire for this video.
This thing, by the way, is an absolute cheat code for practicing. It's a carbon fiber guitar by Enya. I've talked about it on the channel a lot before. It has a built-in speaker with amp models and really good sounds to jam along with, so wherever you're at, you can practice, you can pump tracks through it and click tracks even if you want to. So shout out to Enya for building the ultimate practice machine. All right, let's get into the actual drills now. Grab your metronome, and if you don't have one, don't worry. I have a free one and a whole free practice app for you that I'll show you right after these exercises. This first exercise is just for you to build finger dexterity and get used to staying relaxed and keeping your fingers close to the strings. It's a chromatic exercise on one string. We're going to go with our pinky on the 4th fret, and then go to the 1st fret, and then with our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, back to the 1st, 2nd, 1st. Focus on staying relaxed and focused on keeping your fingers not flying way up, but staying close to the string, and pick, of course, in both directions as you do this. I'll do it slowly first. And what you're going to do now is practice it with metronome. Got this one set to 100. And then you can just go up a fret if you want to do the whole exercise up to the 12. Of course, it's not very musical, but it's just about building dexterity and coordination and reminding yourself to stay loose. Yourself to stay loose. Now, I just did quarter notes there. You can do 8th, 16th. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay, now this next one is where we get a little bit more into being musical, and we're practicing stuff we're going to use in the real world, if you will. And it's based on the G major scale, 3 notes per string, and helps you with string switching as well. Now you're going to start on the 3rd fret with a downstroke on the E string, then an upstroke, 5th fret, downstroke, 7th fret. Now you switch strings, and you kind of snap it to make sure you really get it. 3rd fret, then 5th fret down, 3rd fret up, and work your way back. 7th, 5th, 3rd. Now if we practice it with the metronome, I'll do 8th notes this time. Okay, so now you have those 2 key exercises, but practicing them by rewinding a YouTube video on your phone is a nightmare. So I put the exact interactive tabs for both of these exercises, along with the built-in metronome, which you saw on the side there, over on my new site, GuitarLickLab.com. It's 100% free. It looks great on your phone, and it's designed to sit on your music stand while you practice. So go grab your free account and use Marky fans as your code. You have the pick angle now, you have the exercises and the tool to use it, but I still owe you the biggest secret of all that will help you get faster way sooner. And with this way of practicing really anything on guitar, not just speed, you're going to see much better results. Your brain cannot build high-speed neural pathways if you just drone on the same exercise for 45 minutes. You burn out, your muscles burn out, you'll pick up a few BPM a day at best. Instead, what you want to do is practice in 15-minute sprints, and here's the formula. Pop the metronome on in that app or whatever you're using, and go at whatever speed is your max for playing cleanly. Practice one of these exercises a few times, and then switch to the next at whatever speed for that as well. Do that a couple times, about 5 minutes total, going back and forth, and even taking little breaks and jamming in between and then going back to the exercise, never more than 3 or 4 times in a row. So you play the speed thing a couple times, you maybe jam some chords even with the metronome going, jam out on whatever, have a little bit of fun, keep the click going like I said, it'll help you build the rhythm, and then go back and play the exercise again. And you might actually find when you do that, when you just jump back right there, you have to bump the BPM already on the next round. Maybe not, but it's coming soon either way. You keep track of what BPM you left off at so you can start there the next time. And if you're using the app that I showed you, you just save your progress and it tracks it for you. And from here, you just go back to your day and maybe pick up the guitar later and do it all again. Don't work on it for hours straight. Work on it in sprints. With these little sprint sessions, you're going to get there so much faster. It's a total neural hack. So guys, I hope you get a lot out of this. You can use this method for anything you need to learn on guitar. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the area below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And until next time, guys, keep making great music.